Okay, and still talking about you as an artist, what about being an artist? What's about the whole process that you like the most? You know what I'm saying? From the creating a song to finding the beat to actually going to the studio recording. What's your favorite part?
I'm a writer, so I like to write. My favorite part about the song or about being an artist is creative. It really frees me. Like anything that I might be feeling, I'll forget about it as soon as I walk in the studio.
Hmm.
So if I don't forget about it, it's gonna be laid on the track. I'm gonna make y'all feel what I'm feeling right now.
Hmm.
And I like performing. That should give me a rush. Like
Well,
I'll be
what kind of
nervous, but
do
it be
you
so.
perform? I was just talking to an artist last night. I was co-hosting at a radio show,
Hmm.
and I asked the artist like he was an R&B artist, and I was asking like, do you have a routine? Cause and cause he do R&B and he a male, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to just stand there and sing. But as a female though, is do you just go on stage and perform the song, or do you have a routine? Do you kind of lightly choreograph? Do you choreograph? What does a performance from Lady C look like?
Well, in the beginning, it was just I'm gonna go there and do whatever. But I ended up entering a competition last year called This Is It, and this is in Chicago. Even
Mm,
though they didn't, continue with what they had going, it
mm,
was a different experience for me because I had judges. They had Kendra G from the radio station there, like as judges and stuff. So it was like you can't just go up there and think you gonna put on the best show ever. You gotta prepare yourself.
mm.
So I rap in the mirror before I get on stage. I'll have a little one two. I had dancers. Shout out to Jaslyn. Congratulations, girl. But yeah, it's definitely something you got to prepare for if you want to be remembered.
Okay. And is it something that you pretty much got in a bag, or do you still like your butterflies or your backstage throwing up like Eminem or 8 Mile or?
I am so shy. Y'all, I smile. I'm going to smile my way through that shit, but I be so shy. I'll be nervous. Like, I need me at least a shot or two. I don't smoke
Mhm.
before my shows. I get high, y'all. Don't get me wrong. But before my shows, I can't do it. I need me at least a shot to just loosen me up. I be so shy.
Okay.
The bigger the
What does the
crowd, the more the
weed do to
nerves.
you that you feel like you can't do it before a performance?
Weed is like a stimu. No, that ain't the word. It calms me.
Okay.
So I ain't trying to be too chill. I need
Okay,
to
for
be
sure.
loose, ready to just be first lady.
Mhm.
That's a different person than CC.
Okay. I kind of want to backtrack a little bit and go back to the studio. When you go into the studio, do you come with notebooks full of work? Do you go in and freestyle? Is to the beat and freestyle? What's your recording process like?
Yeah, for sure. So lately, I've been getting my beats made
Mhm.
because I had some issues with copyright
For sure.
and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
so beforehand, I will have a beat. I'll go in with stuff I already wrote. Majority of it wrote, but I like to vibe in the studio. If I
Mhm.
get a vibe, get that beat going, hear it, I could write a whole song in the studio.
And do you work with specific engineers? Do you switch it up? Or what does that look like? Can you pretty much work with anybody? Do you gotta have exact input? Do you just lay the lyrics down and leave and wait for them to sing you the song? What does that look like?
Mm-mm. I'm very direct with how I want my songs made. If I don't like that and you like, no, it's cool. No, delete that. I'm finna come back. I'm paying for my time,
For
so we
sure.
gonna get this shit right. I do. I don't have a set person yet. I do. I have been to multiple people more than once though.
Hmm.
I am looking for someone who's willing to work with me in my sound
Hmm.
and perfect it and like take my music as if it's their music.
Hmm. For
You know,
sure.
some people just be in it for the money. I need somebody to make my shit sound like the radio,
Hmm.
especially if I'm paying.
And with that being said, I want to talk about just working with other artists as well, because that's something that's big in the music game. You do features, you work with other artists on collaboration. So, what's your experience has been like working with other artists? Do you prefer to or not to? What does that look like?
Oh, I'm open.
Okay.
Y'all probably heard me on a couple of songs. I've been voices on people's songs. I've been in a couple of videos. There's so many people to name.
Hmm.
Sasha, Benji, Abreu, Lyric, I could go on.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to them because they called me up, they hit me up, they make sure like come be in this video, come do this, da da da. But yeah, I'm definitely open. Milani Monet. I want to work with Tutu and I want to work with Chanel.
Mm-hmm.
Chanel True so underrated.
For sure, that's dope, man. That's dope. You named a lot of upcoming artists that's really working. You know what I'm saying? That's dope that you threw him on the platform. I actually had Lyric in here and did some work with him. He pretty cool.
For sure.
Cool. Okay.